is Harry Alfred. I'm the Land and Resource Officer for the Namgis First Nation. And a lot of my work is to do with forestry. I also look after the parks. We do a bit of mining, look after a lot of the commercial campsites. I also sit on the board for the Yucatan Heritage Society as one of the directors of Hansen Island. And Hansen Island was a protected area in 2002 through the CCLRMP, Central Coast Land and Resource Management Plan. And so we had to form a society with 3 bands. And myself and Don Swanvik are representatives from the Namgis that sit on this board. And so some of the things that we do out in the woods is we look for CMTs, which are culturally modified trees. And if you look up here, we have a plank tree. And so you can see that there has been 8 planks taken off of this tree over the years. And we also have a picture of this in our archives that Honey has on file from 1903. So this tree is pre-1846. And throughout our whole territory, we have a lot of these CMTs which show presence. And today I also strip trees, and that shows continued use throughout our territory. And for a treaty, a CMT shows presence and use throughout a territory, and so we could show that. And currently we have over 2,000 CMTs documented in our files. And treaty, I'm not for it and I ain't against it, because until there's a final document, that's when I'll have my vote and know that it's right for me, my kids and their kids, because a treaty is not for me, it's for the future generations. Okay, so what we have here is a plank tree. As you can see, the planks were taken off and used for the sides of big houses. And like I was saying earlier, we have a hand-drawn picture of this from 1903 in Honey's archives that we've found. And so one of the things we do when we go out in the field is we do a survey for logging companies on blocks that will be logged. And we'll go and look for different CMTs. So a lot of the CMTs we find are taper strips. And so you'd use the inner bark, and they use it a lot for weaving. And we also, like you say, have plank trees. We find test holes. We have like shell middens. We find camps in certain ones. So yeah, we're pretty busy. And so we have a crew, a Namgis crew, about 10 people that rotate regular. And so Don Swanvik is actually the CMT supervisor, we call him. So he'll take out the crew and they will do a survey of all the blocks to be logged before that a logging company can go and log that block. And then whatever CMTs that we find are protected, and so a buffer is laid out around them. And yeah, that's it.